How are you? Thank you for your comments, but I do not see any questions or any comments that I can address today. So I will just welcome you today. Wait, let me just get this done. Hope you have a very good yesterday. That is your past. It is where your lessons are. Let me see what is in. 3 more minutes. That's beautiful. So you go and beauty yourself. Go and put up whatever you need to put up. You see, I always have my little buddy here. My buddy that travels with me. You see, my daughter is a dragon. When I look at this, it brings sweet memory because wherever I go and travel, I will bring this little one. My daughter is overseas studying. Now she's working there. Let me see. Okay. What would I want to do? When you wake up, did you send gratitude to the universe saying that, oh, I wake up today and I'm blessed with a day full of possibility, that I am prepared for whatever storm that is coming my way, because after the storm, it will light up my life more than needed, right? Okay, let me get into it because TikTok is one thing that I just use now, because I used to go on Facebook. Then my daughter keep telling me, Mommy, you should go on IG and TikTok or 小红书, or in other words, it's called the red note. Then I said, no, I stick on to Facebook and I will go on TikTok. And this morning while I was sharing with the group on my WhatsApp, the entrepreneurs group, if you're interested, you can join, because that is a group of entrepreneurs who is very special. We don't share so much about Selamat Hari Raya, Happy New Year, or any kind of greetings, except what is motivating, what they are doing, how they make it successful. And when you want to promote your business, we will have a platform for you to link yourself. So if you are interested in the entrepreneurs group, then you give me a comment and I will send you the link so that you can join the entrepreneurs group. So to be an entrepreneur is not easy, but it doesn't mean that it's not doable. Even when you are working, you can still do it, provided it does not cannibalize what you are doing now. Some people write books when they are working in the office, because in their office they have so much experiences in their SOP, in the way they do things, Obviously, certain things are kept private, but the way you do things can be shared, right? Like what I'm sharing now. Let me just welcome everyone. Thank you for your support. Yesterday, I was just learning through TikTok. People say, this auntie, how come I never take a point to learn about the TikTok, the algorithms of TikTok, how to reach people, how to get people engaged, etc., etc., or how to be a good influencer. To me, it is important that whatever I share today or this moment for the next half an hour or so will bring you some clarity. Those are the people that is most important to me. It's not that you're watching and I don't appreciate that. Your watching gives me that kind of motivations that you just need to get up and go, regardless whether people watch you, people don't watch you, people take it, people like it, people don't like it. But what I do encourage is that you help me to share my life so that you too play a role in touching other people's life. If you are to be charitable, when I say charity, everybody will think about money. Charity can come in many forms. Charity can come in just giving a smile every day like I'm giving you, authentically and sincerely wishing people that they will go through their life, face their challenges and come up a winner in their life because they can make it happen. We are all born equal. Okay, we are born equal. We are given certain sets, certain capability and certain values. But how you use that values is totally your choice. Then people will come to me and say, oh no, it's not my choice, it's my parents' choice or maybe my children's choice, whatever. But if you have self-worth and if you are one person that really honor your self-worth, the one person that befriend yourself with so much authenticity of growing, your unconscious will help you to generate that kind of energy. Then you will ask me, how you know? Well, I don't share with you what I don't practice. I don't share with you what I don't have experience on and what I have not heard from. Because through my coaching journey and through the Bazi reading that I'm doing, they will be amazed by the way things can happen for them if they take actions. So for those who are not going through the coaching journey or you're not going through the Bazi reading, I can only encourage you to do one thing, to befriend yourself authentically, to use effort consistently for your growth. You know, success only comes to people who are prepared. It doesn't come to your path by just that. You know, if you are given a lucky, I will call it a drop from heaven. Heaven is common. Everybody want heaven. Like Sadhguru said, how you know that you're not living in heaven now? Yeah, it's just something that is fabricated to get your attention from bad to good, to bring you from the darkness to the light. In order to be in the light, you need to engage on something because we are taught that way. You know, whenever, okay, let's look at a scene. Whenever I need to learn something new, I used to have this habit of saying, okay, this is something new. There are two things that appear. Number one, I will say, maybe I will use my past experience of life and learn from that angle. The other way is to clean up, to come in clean, go as I don't know. Talking about I don't know, it is a word that many people feel embarrassed. I use the word embarrassed because I am too when I was the boss. To ask because I feel that as a boss, I should know everything about my business. But in the world of evolutions and the kind of tsunami, the information you are receiving, how can a boss know everything? The boss just need to stay focused on how the business should be run, what kind of profit margin they are looking at, what kind of barriers can they break through, what kind of intervention might come in, and so forth. So when you use the word I don't know now, I hope you understand that you are just saying the best to everybody that yes, I know, but I don't know from your perspective, you know, what you are going to explain. Don't close the door. Don't slam the door. You know, people that say, I know lah. Don't need to tell me lah. I know lah. How many of you are like that or you meet somebody like that? If you are like that, then it's time you consider, you know, squeezing that kind of juices from the people that you know. they are willing to share. People love to talk. Like me, I talk to you for half an hour and I feel so excited. Because whenever I see you join, whenever you're there, I send blessings to the universe that somehow my message give you the courage or enhance your knowledge in some way. I am not here to just talk, for the fun of talking, because I went through a lot to move from a victimized situation to who I am now. Me as Peggy Young appearing to you. If you have taken the time to Google search about me on YouTube, you will see what kind of nonsense I have done, what kind of things that I've done. But that is all me. And I'm not going to erase that, because it is my past that give me the present, the one that is facing you with so much passion and so much energy. So remember, there are a few things that I have cultivated so that you can move the way you wanted with your life. First and foremost, discard the question of is it good or bad or good, either way. Number 2, focus, grounding, and progress. Proceed to do whatever you think that you want to do, but in preparation, you need to prepare yourself, because the world will throw you a lot of things when you are not ready, and that might makes you break down. Then the solution for breakdown: cry it out. Be it man, woman, children, whatever, cry. Just cry it out. Let the water cleanse your soul, cleanse your inner self, give your unconscious mind the kind of boosting that you needed. So, how can you appear to use these 3 things? Everyone have a past. Even baby have a past, except they don't know how to tell you. Maybe one day the innovation world will create a gadgets where you can hear baby speaks. Well, it can happen, because I've been living in this world for decades. I came from knowing nothing is impossible, because I had such a tough life. And I came from a time where there's no telephone, that when you want to watch a movie, you have to go to a house that have television. Then it was just a small black and white, where the family of that owner of television will sit inside the house and they watch the movie, and we children outside will be standing at the gate buying favors. So what favors do we buy? Well, for me, I tell you what favors I buy. When I see the people inside, then I'll call them, hello auntie, uncle, hello, how are you? I didn't ask to be let in, because when they feel comfortable, only they will let you into their house. And you sit with the family to watch the television on whatever program they have. At that time, there are limited program. You don't have a choice. Now you have so many, and then you don't know what to watch, isn't it? And then when I managed to do it, then I was always given a seat inside the hall where they watch the TV. At that time, I don't think that is something great. But now, as I'm sharing with you, I'm thankful that if nothing else, my parents or my ancestors they give me manners. They give me politeness, and they give me a good smile. And then I move on, and there are many things, being a sexually abused kid and so forth. Life was never the same after that. And I fall into the victimized situation, which caused me to have all the victims' stories. Yeah, it's still sour when I talk about it, but it no longer hurt, because I know once I move myself out from the victimized situation, I will break through a lot of barriers. And when I break through the barriers, I face people more authentically. I feel much more presence. How many of you out there have the same experience? Not about the sexual abuse. I hope that don't happen to anyone. It's just a hope. Because unless we make people understand that everyone have a right and not to be breached by certain act, this kind of thing will happen. It draw on you. But if you are already a victim, move yourself out of it. I am saying this because I am sending blessings also that in this world people can accept almost anything. Yeah, yesterday is just a reminder that you can be better than who you are today. So now TikTok asked me to start a flash goal. I don't know what is it, but let's do that. And then help me out. Teach me on how to use TikTok. I saw when I checked my TikTok, a little bit straight. When I checked my TikTok, they were saying diamonds. What are diamonds? I know that you say, you give comments. I actually anchor on comments because I want to hear what you say. I want to hear your voice. When you are listening to me, I want to hear your voice too. But I can't be answering you now because my brain function too fast. 120 million bits per second of information going in, and I am, filtering 120. The most I can come out is 5. So please excuse me, but you are welcome, and please share my life. You are welcome, and I'm thankful for your presence. Okay. How many of you have done what I said? Give me a 1 or just give me a like or do whatever you want. I won't set a rules because rules are for people who are forced, I will say. Yeah. You just break the rules, do whatever you like on my page, except it has to be decent, yeah. Because for me, I can accept undecency, but the majority of people are different from me. So we just go on the norm. Be the best of yourself when you're on the TikTok, but on your comment, you can share with me. And then I was thinking about, what else can be done if you are stuck? And I found an answer today. Yeah, every morning when I wake up. Now I wake up much earlier. But I refuse to sleep earlier. Because I feel if I sleep more than I have, I'll be wasting a lot of time. Even if it's just to play with my gadgets or just to see your comments. It is so valuable to me. So last night I slept about 1. And I trained my unconscious mind to concentrate on deep sleep of how many hours I have to sleep. And my unconscious mind, like yours, they only love you. Your unconscious mind love you, my unconscious mind love me. They don't love anybody else. The love, I love you kind of thing should be drawn to you. Not, they should drawn to you, not something that you seek outside. When you start seeking love, that's where scarcity happen. Most of the time, not always, because certain people have different luck. Like we look into the Bazi, there is 3%, or you call it, if you use 100%, is 30% is your destiny, 70% is totally your decision and your actions. So, remind yourself, whatever I do today, I will be in my present, valuing myself, giving me back my self-worth. Because this chat of mine is all about self-worth. It's about, what you call that, mastering. It's about self-worth recognition, awakening your worth. It's not my worth, but your worth. Okay, let me just get this into order. I need to have keywords. Otherwise, I keep running off topic. Self-worth is not confidence. Oh, you say I'm confident. There's not self. It's part of self-worth. It's not consistent positivity. That's what I've done before. I tell myself, I can, you know, I can do this. I know I can do this. I know I can do this. I know I can do this. That is just persistency on positivity without knowing why. And it's not about feeling good. Yeah. It is, self-worth is so beautiful, you know. It's like you accept yourself for your lack of knowing it, and you accept yourself for breaking through it, and you thank yourself for doing it. So when you practice this, you sometimes go into self-talk. I do. When I was leading, oh, that is another story. I wouldn't call myself leading. I would say I was controlling the company. I say I make sure that my business goes up. I make sure my staff is safe. I make sure that everything is in order. You know, that kind of thing. But then I don't know what leadership is all about. My business did not fail. It's just that I run out of fuel. I run out of progress. I have a staff who are very close to me. In fact, all my staff are very close to me. I make it a practice not to sack people because I want, even though I don't know what self-worth was then, I know that when I engage somebody, I have to bring value to them when I hire them as my employee. So I make sure that all that is within the company are given to them. I empower them to make decisions. But in my present, I'm still a controller. So now I notice when I'm talking to you now I notice my only failure then was in thoughts, I am good, but in my physical appearance, I am like the steel. I am like my day master. Guess what is my day master? I think I shared it sometime back. I am very much the positive and the negative part of my day master. Today, I am very different from that. I do the breakthrough. And still breaking through. You see, breakthrough is not just, oh, I break through, that's it. It's not like you throw a vase on the floor and you just clean it up. No. It's like when you throw the vase out of frustration onto the floor and then you pick up the pieces and glue them into a masterpiece. Then you put a light inside and let it shine. Can you imagine that? Can you be like that? Don't ever say no until you try. I did. I let it shine, I let it break, I let it shine again and let it break. But not on the same thing. So I was just talking about my staff, my ex-staff, my friend now, and also my coachee. He was with me. In fact, most of them was with me throughout my building up of my travel agent and inbound travel agent for 7 years. 7 seems to be a very good year for me. You know, when I was working for my previous boss, in 7 years, I shifted 7 times. And at the time, I don't have social media. I mean, the world don't have social media. We only have phone line. Imagine shifting without telling people or have access of telling people how or why you shift, as if you're 走佬, you know, like people who is absconding from their duty. So this staff of mine was with me for 7 years. And at that time when I sold my company, or before I wanted to sell my company, I was thinking of giving them the company as a present so that they can, because they are young and they also are energetic and they are so passionate about what they do. So what I did is I already planned for them to take over the company. But at the last moment, I decided to sell it. I sound cruel, right? But I told them, I said to own a company is easy. To run a company is not easy. To keep the company afloat is really something not possible if you're not equipped. So those entrepreneurs out there, I'm sure you know what I'm telling. If you are at this crossroad of struggling, keep going. Ask for help. Seek for help with clarity. Now, when you have self-worth, you know what you want, and you will not draw people who are not aligned with your energy. But when it draws people who are not aligned with your energy, you also have clarity that, okay, what this person is bringing into my domain, the place where I call my self-worth, are they adding value, or are they just energy vampire? I want you to take a few seconds to think about this, right? So, in the journey of success, I did not say that you do not have fear. You just need to keep up the effort, be persistent, and you must remember the journey is a process of failures and success. Have you seen people who are successful and then thank you for the love? Have you seen people who are successful and then they reach a stage of stagnation? You know, I am always having this thought in my mind. If I have done something different for my ex-boss, will he have a better company now? Will he have a more flourishing company now? Maybe. But when I share my passion to any business, it is because I love you too. It is because I feel that it is suitable for them. And that is very wrong. How I feel is suitable for somebody else is actually causing myself the leak of energy. I should use that energy to build myself in a way that people can see that they too can do it because they wanted to. That is coaching, right? Some people comes to my coaching space and say, oh, can you tell me? Oh, I want to know how to do this, so forth and so on. Either way, as a coach, we do not give answer. It sounds cruel, but for those who have went through the coaching journey with me, some of them fall off. Yeah, I'm not saying that 100% of them will be my best coachee, but when they cannot do the breakthrough themselves, they have to fall off the chain of change. Why they fall off? Some, they just so used to comfort. The others, they don't want to face their pain. And some of them even afraid of success. Honestly speaking, I was afraid of my success. I was afraid that if I'm successful, what will happen to the people around me? And then I woke up. When I'm successful, I can do a lot of things. I can do a lot of things without really causing any harm to anybody by using whatever I have. Like what I'm sharing now is just experiences that I went through. The other words that you might want to take in is failure is not to bring you down. It is just a part of your success. You know, this statement bring an aha moment to me And when I shared it in my training, one of the participants said, "Oh, that makes so much sense. Don't you think so? You cannot prevent failure because you always goes to success from a platform of unknown. And unknown seems to be scary, right? Unknown seems to be triggering you. Say, no lah, don't do this. You know, you'll be the laughing stock of everybody. I think about 10 years back when I started to go on Facebook live, that was after I paid about a big sum of amount to attend a course. Then I tell myself, hey, I worked so hard to get this money. I attended a course and I'm not doing it. Is it fair to myself? Well, 14 years ago, it would have not been any kind of impact. 14 years later, the impact have shown. So time heal everything, not because it has been wiped out. Time heal everything because you learn to accept that all possibility within you can only appear when you when you realize that life is meant for you to design. I am not sure what you mean by can I be your guest on live, because I'm not having crossover. I'm just doing my sharing. But if you like to share anything, you can leave it in my comment and I will address it tomorrow. My apologies. Yeah. So believing in yourself is by accepting the fear that you have. You don't push it away. Address it. See what fear is. It's like telling yourself, if you are not good enough, what is good? If you are not wise enough, what is wise? Be clear about the question you ask yourself. How I learned this is the integrations of all the courses that I went through, like inner healing, sound healing, Bazi coaching, NLP, Oracle's card, and so forth. And the beautiful part of it is integrating. Remember this word, is integrating. Meaning that whatever I shared here might not mean anything to you, but the moment somebody else says it, it triggers another part of you that wants to shine. And it will keep evolving, it will keep compounding. It's like an interest compounding within your unconscious mind, that your unconscious mind become so pure, so be it for you, that wherever you go, there is only possibility. And in the world of chaos, you are able to, what should I use the word? Swim through, right? You always find opportunity in chaos. How many found that? Let me know also, right? And because that will bring you to another level of understanding your power. Oh, I got sidetracked about the story. Yes. So, the staff was with me for 7 years. So when I sold the company, then even before that, I already told them I'm going to sell the company. And you know, when you are selling a company, the staff that are there, they feel very, very jittery, not confident, you know, that kind of thing, because what else can they do? Who will they look for? Especially when the recession is in, inflation is in, and then you have, you know, employment issue. Then this staff applied for a job and he got a very good offer. In fact, a price that is higher than what I offered. And I congratulate him and I ask him, why you didn't leave earlier? I mean, I just curious to know. You know, the ego part lah, you are a good boss, lor, you know that one. You know, that kind of thing. That was the ego part. But for me, then I really need to know why my staff don't leave. The thing that he said to me is so powerful that I feel guilty about it. He said, because you have been always there for me, you have always been there to help us walk through. You have always been the shield and walk the path for us. That the two things that makes me feel small. I have walked the path for them, which means I am putting them into a very bad situation. They are not independently wealthy in their self, except they have a set of SOP that is very good to be used if you are a travel agent. For those who have engaged him, I am in gratitude because he is a wonderful staff. So is the other staff. The two that leave me when I sold the company, but they stay on. The other one is a lady. And even now and then she still consult me, say, oh, you know, I have been offered, should I take the offer? Then I will walk her through. Not coach her because I coached her before, so now it's more on a consultation base. And it's because of needing them to grow for themselves. That's where the coaching starts. I also coach a lot of people that is progressing well. Maybe they did not know that the first seed of progress comes from me, but to see them grow is good enough. Yeah. So the second thing, what was that? Oh, I walk the path from there and I am their shield. Telling about the shield, in the travel industry, especially in the Malaysian hotels, they know me. I wouldn't say a fighter, I will say someone that is having a very high integrity, because I used to handle Japanese tours and I was taught in a very strict kind of process. So whenever something come out and that is a big hoo-ha over it, I mean the problem, an issue, a cancel room, a cancellation, a complaint. You know, complaint is bad for travel agents. So I will immediately take up the phone or write an email and blast. You know, I just blast. And then I regret. And then only I go and check out what happened. And if that fault is totally our fault, I send an email of apology, admitting my issue, admitting my mistake, and also a phone call to that effect. So in the travel agent, even I'm pretty famous in India, especially when I was handling Keone, Thomas Cook, you know, and yeah, these are the two biggest accounts that I have. I am considered, or I have this badge called trustworthiness. During that time where credits are your trump card to get business, I am the only travel agent that have cash in advance for all my bookings, even to the new one. My Indonesian agents are also beautiful people. Yeah, I work with them, and also my Thailand agents. And in this kind of circumstances, trustworthiness is something that you cultivate over time. If you're not trustworthy, then find yourself a reason to be trustworthy. That is your badge of honor. Everybody will leave this world. And when you leave this world, you want to live it peacefully, that you are the person that create a difference to your life. You bring miracles into your life, and at the same time, your light shines for others. It is not a tall order. You don't need to be very educated. You just need to be yourself. Today, somebody did mention also that, I should try X, to post on X. And they were talking about Mandarin speaking. Well, I'm not English educated or Mandarin educated. Does it mean that I can't do it? The beautiful part about Malaysian is we speak a lot of languages and dialects. And I am always in appreciation that I am Malaysian. And those who are not appreciative of that fact, something is missing from your life. If you are not appreciating of your nationality that you are in, it's not because you don't want to appreciate, it's because you're taught not to appreciate. But if you look into the value of you being born in that national, the beauty of it, honor it, cultivate a difference into it, shine with that kind of love, compassion, and gratitude, sooner or later somebody's life will be touched, and they in turn will touch somebody else. And let it be the ripple effect that you have created. You don't need to do big things, do small things. Wake up, face the mirror, and give the first smile to yourself. Send the blessings to the universe that those with challenges will overcome it with solutions. And those who are in sadness will have their tears washed away and cleanse their spirit from the unwanted. And for those who are seeking, may they find the light in the darkness. In everything we do, make an effort to give yourself a consistent message that today I survive because I am who I am. I accept my fault and I will embrace my change. So friend, beautiful people there, be at your core. Love yourself, even whatever you heard is against it. So I will see you tomorrow. Before I leave, I am still waiting for comments on how can I address the 10 a.m. live posting if I'm not in town. Hey, I love myself. I need to go out and enjoy, dance in the rain, having fun, meeting new people, so that I can bring more values when I share. Right? So please drop me comments on what you like. And also, give me diamonds. I don't know what is diamonds. If it doesn't cost you, if it costs you 1 ringgit or $1, will you do it for me? No, it's just asking. $1 a day instead of an apple a day. See you. Bye bye. Yeah, let me just complete this.